So last year I was working at a tutoring center in Seattle, and one of the kids, I want to say 7, 8 years old, had asked me as well as the other students at the table what kind of superpower we would all want to have if we could have one superpower. I had another student, a girl, 13, 14 years old, and you could imagine, she said that she would like to be able to eat anything she wants and get away with it and not gain weight. And I commented that I want just the opposite. This was October, November of 2021. Food prices were going up. I wish for the fact that I could eat nothing and not die from it because, you know, it costs money, it takes up time. Time I'd rather be spending tutoring you guys. That's how I put it. And I was sincere about that. I wasn't trying to be boastful or anything. The reality is that food takes up time, money, and it takes up mental energy to take care of, right? For example, I would love to work through entire days without having to think about eating, right? And it also, when I'm 2 weeks ago when I was driving to Phoenix, Arizona, not thinking about when to empty my bowels would definitely be a bonus as well, right? That is a big drag on a lot of things, right? Without the food in and food out, a lot of things could flow a whole lot better without interruption. Let's put it that way. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans fail to see it. Now, I work at a different tutoring center now, and 2 days ago I got a taste of what it's like to get away with, or so-called get away with eating all you want. So I had a student come in with 2 large bags of chips. We're talking family-sized bags. And I'm thinking that he was just like me. You know, he's 17 years old. Maybe he walked to the center and maybe he stopped by to get some chips and he's just taking them home or something. He sits down, he opens a bag of chips and he takes a large handful and makes a big crunching noise. And I tell him to please keep it down. We got other students in here and please try to avoid making a mess. Because even though, so I have allergies, I don't react badly to the chips that he brought, thank God. But I told him that, you know, there are some kids who might get sick if they touch the wrong stuff, so we want to make sure to clean up after ourselves. He agreed to that, but 2 bites, 3 bites in, he was back to his loud crunching noises. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm so glad I'm so far removed from that. He comes into to tutoring for 90 minutes and he hardly gets anything done. And COVID didn't help, but I want to say he's at least a year or 2 behind in school. He got away with nothing. His body let him get behind in school, let him be alone, let him have all sorts of other issues, right? When he's on a road trip, he might not enjoy it as much because he's thinking about where he could get his favorite food. He got away with nothing at all. Now, I have a coworker who accepts me for being solosexual, and meanwhile he has a girlfriend, and every time I bring up something that he might be interested in, he's with his girlfriend doing something, and he always running late to work. And meanwhile, I'm visiting the Desert Botanical Garden, recording videos, writing computer games, and networking with people. Meanwhile, his life is my girlfriend, my girlfriend, my girlfriend. He got away with nothing at all. So I'm just pointing out that just because you don't have what you're shooting for doesn't mean that those people are enjoying the best lives that they could.